私の剣の炎は全ての障害を焼き尽くします。グレンは咲き乱れています。容赦しませんよ。
はい。
戦闘終了。お次の戦闘は何ですか？
You got the small dicks, Courtney. The small dicks are here. I already did the blinds for you. And the lights. What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's out in the front right now. Yes. I don't know. They're fine. Huh? Huh? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put those in a minute. I'm just gonna play some games for a bit. Dude, seriously, how long is this gonna go? Not letting me use my controller. Huh? Yes, I am. I'm streaming. That's fine. No worries. It's not a big deal. Oh, they can't hear you. Yeah. It was nice to be away from it for a couple hours and not have to hear that. Yes.
戦闘終了。お次の戦闘は何ですか？
Oh, they don't give you jack shit for this beta, do they? They give you like nothing. one loot box. What the hell's that, man? I'm pretty sure they're wiping too, so you think they would let you just go ham? Well, actually, there is some stuff in here. I guess they just want you to grind for it. I don't think I'd bother getting a level 50 if they're wiping. I mean, I've already played this game before, so... Yeah, they're not supporting cash packages. It's nice playing this in English, though. I appreciate that much. So I played this in Chinese, and I can't read any Chinese. Japanese, I can read, like, a little bit at least. Enough for what's required for games like attack and defense. Save, load, things like that I can read. But the Chinese version of this, I couldn't read anything. I hate the tutorials. I get why the tutorials don't support the controller. It's stupid. I don't want to play the touchscreen. Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan going forward, is feeding him first. Yeah. I shouldn't need your help tonight. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll track him down, and I'll feed him early. No. That way you won't have to help me tonight. That way you won't have to help me tonight. Yeah, he's old. Yes. Yeah, she's chill. She's on my lap right now.
咲き乱れています。
Yeah.
大丈夫です。戦闘終了。お次の戦闘は何だ。
Yes. Yes.
全力を尽くします。グレンは咲き乱れています。
Huh? Oh, yeah. Got some licorice bars.
みんなを守る。みんなを守る。やってみせる。大丈夫です。出撃します。咲き乱れています。戦闘終了。お次の戦闘は何ですか。
I should see what characters they have, huh? They don't have my dude. They don't have the martial arts guy. That's kind of a buzzkill. I don't care about all these bunk ass lollies. This guy's cool though. I had him before. I guess they're gonna be drip feeding content, which is common. It's not gonna be as bad as PSO2. Or they like I guess they don't want it to be like PSO2 where everything gets power crept every month. There's like barely any point playing the game. I don't know. I didn't really get to the end game on the Chinese version, so I don't think it will bother me that much. And there were a lot of system mechanics and stuff I didn't understand because of the language barrier, so I don't think it will particularly bother me. I think I'll be fine. Mean the shreds? Groupie's having her early dinner.
慎重に行こう。
Weird of this game. The Mantis doesn't always work. Sometimes it just like gives up. Hello? Ground control to Major Tom. Why does that happen? Punishing Grey Raven, the problem with that game is I can't play it for more than like play it for more than like 10 minutes because it overheats the phone. I don't know why I didn't feel like playing that anymore right now. Which is a shame because that game actually has controller support.
皆さん、受けてみよう。はあ、殺撃無貢献。とも消え去れ。そこで決めろ。せや。物足りないです。
Okay, can my controls work, please? I like playing this game. I hate the shitty frame rate and the lack of controller support. Like, why the fuck don't they add it? I don't want to play with this stupid touchscreen. It's garbage. The touchscreen cannot replace buttons. I'm starting to get annoyed. It's like it doesn't want to work. This game has so much loading, too. It has, like, Avengers tier amount of loading. It takes so long to get into gameplay. Loading, loading, loading. Just to see if this is working, it takes like 2 minutes. It takes so long to just get into a playable scenario. That's the problem I have with DMC5 as well. It's been really aggravating playing that game because, I don't know, the updates and stuff screwed it up. You had to sit through so much loading just to get into the damn game and see if it's working.
「ここでもそれなりに買ってきたけど、クレアちゃんほどのじ」いじめてほしい。
Nope, it's not working.
見にくいな、見にくいな。見惚れなよ。そら、なんだ、組んでほしいのかい。見惚れなよ。僕の視界を汚すなよ。せっかくだ。悪人は殺さないよ。そらだ。こっちだよ。見にくいな。僕の視界を汚すなよ。 様を見せてよ。コンフュージョン。さてさて、
It's got a bunch of fucking spells, man. That's boring. Any actual moves?
一息つこうよ。こっちだよ。
Why does this work? You're getting paid for this and it doesn't work. So it just randomly stops working. I don't have patience for this right now. This fucking game needs controller support. Unacceptable to not have it. Touchscreen controls are garbage. They do not replace a controller under any circumstances. It's awful. They have no tactile feedback. Especially with a phone that gets so hot like this, it's uncomfortable to play. The game runs like shit too. Very poorly optimized. Ironically, this is like the best running game that I play. I hate that this doesn't have controller support too, but it runs pretty well, even when I'm streaming it. I don't get that problem that I get with Punishing Grey Raven, where I can only play for like 20 minutes. I'm not really excited about that game until I get a new phone. That game is poorly optimized. Oh yeah, that's right, they're gonna be off until midnight. Special signature Kyo and Iori come out tonight. I'm hoping I can grab at least one of them. I have a chance of getting at least one of them, I think. I have about 10,000 rubies. So nice when they were not doing this for a while and then they had to start again. So annoying. It's peaceful. I didn't have a headache. They only think about themselves. That's the problem. They need to stop. The police need to make them stop. It wouldn't be so bad if they would actually go somewhere. I don't understand the appeal of running around in circles. I'm already getting a headache from it. I don't blame her. They can't drive. Hey, groupie. Glad I can play this. And not have it overheat the phone after 20 minutes. Punishing Grey Raven is like unplayable with this phone. I really can't play that game. Especially recording it too. Because that just heats the phone up more. I'm hoping that I can raise funds and just get a Poco X3 Pro. And that should solve that problem. It's just really hard to play that game because it generates too much heat. It's like theoretically I can play it, but I get like maybe 20 minutes of game time, especially with all the loading too. It's probably more like 15 minutes of actually gameplay. KOF is fine. I've had that game on like all night when they do the Rush Dungeon events, and it's still running at mostly 60 FPS. PGR, I don't know what it is with how that game's optimized, but it generates way too much heat, considering there's like really not that much going on. The heat problem is only like certain games. It happens on Tales of the Rays as well, but that game is optimized like garbage. It runs really poorly for how that game looks. It's not a good looking game at all. I know, it's really annoying. I'm getting tired of it already. Like how the people that bike around here, they seem to just get joy of going around slowly in circles instead of like actually going somewhere. I can't even begin to understand why. If I had a vehicle, I would actually go somewhere with it. They need to show how small their dicks are. It's like no one cares when you rev something up. It's not like someone's going to come out and want to date you. Most people are just annoyed by it because it's just noise. They do it all night. It legit gives me a headache. like the people that have like racing cars and stuff. It's like, well, you can't race with it. They're not legal to race with. What's the point? I don't get it. They really think people care that their motor is so obnoxiously loud. Like, people care, they want you to stop. That's what they care about. Not being disruptive and making noise. People in this neighborhood just do it for some reason. I don't know why. They do it with fireworks, too. The fireworks are worse. It's really heartless that they do that because people have PTSD and stuff. No, this is a level with the tank. Guess what I'm not doing? I'm not fighting that damn tank. Alright, I got a new move. Ooh. I like that. 4th of July around here is the worst because everybody thinks they need to light off 10,000 fireworks. Remember last year they didn't... Actually, last year I think they were relatively civilized. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. No, I'm not. Oh no, somebody else on a horse? Come on. Give me someone I could juggle. I don't know, armored bosses in this are just like not fun to fight. Standard kind of boss that just circumvents a lot of the game mechanics. Looking for a level I can farm with an actual normal boss. Not these gimmick bosses with armor. They're boring. Help, these stupid bikers are giving me a fucking headache. You need another hobby. At least go somewhere with your bike. Don't just make noise. I tried that move. That move wasn't really that spectacular. Probably gonna go for this one next. Gonna have to save up. Oh wow, that's a very complicated move. What is that? You get so many supers in this game, it's awesome. Such a massive moveset. Looks like moveset progression stops at 30. I think I'm just gonna farm some other levels. Some of the earlier levels. Kind of work on them concurrently. I don't know which one would be the best one to farm. Might be best to just do the first one. Try to get some levels. He has a shit quarter circle forward though. Just like a little kunai. Looks dinky. Ooh, I like that. Cool. Please do. Oh, you can cancel that. You cancel the last part of it? A little bit janky. You can't cancel out of that. Let's go up here. Ooh, I like that. That pleases me. It's interesting how the people doing the global version of Punishing Gray Raven, they actually they made the fan server their official server, which I think is awesome. You know, if you already have people in there that are really passionate about your game and they've already built an audience for you, it's kind of a no-brainer, really. I'd like to see that happen more often. Because a lot of times what they do is they make their own Discord, but then there's like 3 people in there. KOF All-Stars like that. If you want like any actual help with the game or discussion about it, you have to go on the fan one, the unofficial one. The official one's a ghost town. It's cool they had the foresight to realize, you know, these people have already grown our brand for us for free. Might as well just use what's already there instead of trying to make another one. Like the Godfall Discord. I remember when that game came out. I went into their Discord and you can't even talk in there. What's the point? Discord server you can't talk in. They have no forums either. I don't know how they get feedback on that game. Because it's on the shitty Epic Game Store. You can't even go in the Discord and like leave them feedback. Cool to see them so engaged with the community. It's not really a game I can play because of the heating problem, but I'm sure I'll get that Poco X3 Pro eventually. It's probably not going to be next month, maybe like in July. July looks pretty barren in terms of stuff I want to play. There's going to be a bunch of service games up at that point too. Pinnacle of Combat and New Genesis. Might just try to funnel all my income from here, from the channel. Just try to get that phone. That way I would not have to bother with emulators at all, which would be nice. No, it's made by IGS. It's a Taiwanese company. It has nothing to do with Dynasty Warriors, besides just same time period and characters. Which is kind of interesting because their version of Zhao Yun and Lu Bu are like very similar. But then their Diao Chan, this is Diao Chan I'm playing, is like way cooler. Their version of Liu Bei is a badass too. But then like Lu Bu is kind of just like the same thing he's always been. Badass guy with a lobster helmet and a halberd. They definitely do take some liberties though. They have like Zhou Tai in this game. I think they have him. Oh, hey Oliver. What's up, dude? None of these games really came out outside of Asia. And the only people that really play these are like hardcore beat 'em up players like me and people who found them in emulation. The only one that came out here was the service game one, the one on PS4. Which didn't last very long. That game was fun for what it was. It definitely wasn't terrible. The combat was nowhere near as good as it is here. I've got Oliver and Groupie here, the Halloween kitties. Orange and black. These games are very popular in Asia, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong. Korea too. I follow some Korean streamers that play this a lot. Usually around like midnight my time. This is the time zone difference. They play like really crazy ROM hacks of it. The problem with the other Knights of Valor games is they're like way too long for me. There are those kinds of arcade games where if you could 1cc it consistently, you definitely got your money's worth, but you don't have the endurance to play a really demanding beat 'em up for like 2 hours. They're not very welcoming games. I need to play Nine Dragons on here more, but I'm kind of focused on this one right now. Oliver's watching me play. Let me pull it up. Hey, you watching, man? What's up, man? Here's Groupie. They're all very relaxed today. Not wanting to do much. They do have a couple beat 'em ups that are shorter. They have the Guardian. The Guardian's probably like their shortest beat 'em up that they made. And all the others are like really long. They're like 90 minutes or longer. They're definitely an acquired taste, not because of how they play. Well, there are some aspects of how they play that some people don't like enemies infinitely respawning. The PS4 one had much slower combat than this. We got some armor. Yeah, let's equip these. Oh, this makes me mad slow. Forget that, man. No bueno. Like chakrams or something. Alright, these gotta go. What's the trade-off for being this slow? Especially in a game where enemies move about as fast as you do. That is some garbo right there. Alright. Back to Old Faithful. Actually, it might be the armor. Ah, so fucking slow. Dude, I gotta take this armor off. Can't get rid of it. Actually, now that I think about it, the PS4 Knights of Valor, now that I've been playing a lot more beat-em-up service games, that game had relatively fair ways to acquire characters. They didn't have, like, super rare characters or anything, but you could grind for them. Or just pay a flat rate. That actually was really nice. But the microtransactions in that game are more centered around speeding up the grind and the progression. It wasn't like collecting characters. It wasn't one of those kinds of games. But it was nice though, you know, you could just no bullshit, just grind and have like a guaranteed time to get what you want. Hey, what's up, Dynamite? Have I played Seven Spirits? No, not really. I have it on here. Was it the most recent game they've made? For consoles, yes. I don't remember what move this is. I know I've unlocked it before. So I'm going to abuse save states here. See what move this is, 'cause I don't remember. Okay, I'm still like mad slow. I think that armor I got is making me slow. I want to check that. So I'm getting really agitated. Too slow. Yeah, I think that's what it says there. Speed down or something. Okay, I'm not slow anymore. Okay, so let's reset again. Alright, so what did I unlock? I have no idea what I unlocked. Yeah, I'm gonna feed him in a bit, Courtney. Yeah, I shouldn't need your help if I do that. He's just a vacuum cleaner. His stomach is a portal to the void. Yeah. Yes. I know, I do it every day. Yeah, just chill. I'll take care of it tonight. I have no idea what I unlocked. I don't have the slightest idea what I unlocked. I had to run that through a translator. Follow me on here. Wait, I don't take too long to drive food. Yeah, IGS had amazing pixel artists, but they all left. They all left like a decade ago, which is why the PS4 one had those janky-looking 3D models. By the way, no KOF tonight. They're doing maintenance. They're doing maintenance. I think at midnight, I'm either going to stream or record. Trying to get special signature Kyo and Iori. I have a decent chance of getting one of them. Maybe one copy of both of them. We'll see what happens. Maybe the game will show me some mercy. She's chilling tonight. She doesn't want to do anything today. Just chilling. You gonna wake up? You don't want to do anything today, huh? Let me move the camera. She's just groggy today. Not wanting to do much. It's been really hot. That's part of it too. She hasn't really wanted to go outside. She's been sleeping on the couch a lot. She's had a difficult day of sleeping. She actually does get pretty active at night. I'm making fun of her right now. She's very active at night. Around the time I go home, she starts playing with Lily. She starts playing with Lily, and they have the zoomies for who knows how long. She's just getting ready to, she's preparing for tonight. Usually she likes to supervise me feeding everybody. She follows me around and watches me make all the food. And then she takes one for herself. And then as I'm about to leave, she starts getting the zoomies and going crazy. Rest of the day is normally just like this. Just laid back. Big thing. That's not working. Weird. Weird. It's like not reading my inputs properly. I don't know why. He's not doing the big Helmbreaker thing. IGS games kind of read inputs in a weird way. If you're doing something from like forward, you have to you're doing something from like forward, you have to let go of the button and then push it again, which is kind of weird. I feel like playing something else. I'm getting kind of a little frustrated. That game's like kind of not reading my inputs properly. Let's see, what else is there today? I already did some Knights of Valor grinding. Play some DS stuff. I have, play some Bangayo. Forget what I had in GBA. A lot of the best games. The best stuff they put out. Best music. Oh, Lucy. What's that? What's wrong? You just want attention. Yeah. You want to say hi to the people on my stream? No? You guys got denied. She just walked away. Lucy. This track is so good. One of the best on the NES. Blackened chicken sandwich. And talk about simpler times. People were selling 2-hour-old chicken sandwiches. I love junk food, but I'm not gonna go that far. I have my limits. I'm not gonna go beat up somebody for a fucking chicken sandwich. Simpler times for sure. Yes, please. Katai. This track is fire too. Whole soundtrack is good. I don't remember all the moves. It's always interesting how in like Toku games, the mecha, they look cooler in the games because it's not just a guy in a suit. It really bothers me how much they put like shoulder pads in them and stuff because they only stay still in like the shots they put a lot of effort into, but anytime they actually move around, they jiggle and it just makes it look so cheap. Whereas in the games, that's not a problem because it's a video game. It's not like an actual suit actor inside there anymore. They've never really explored a lot of that though. Like letting you play as the mecha in video games would be really cool. It's like really hot in those suits. Apparently they only do shots for like 30 to 45 seconds and then they have them take it off because they don't want them to get heat exhaustion. It's cool like not having to worry about that in the games. They can do a lot more with it. Apparently, there were a lot of Super Sentai mecha in a recent Super Robot Wars game, but it got shut down. I think they had like Abadeno, Daizujin. I know Gokaio was in there too. They need Geki Toja. That was one of my favorites. Speaking of which, I have a save state for this. Plus, a lot of the people in the suits are like middle-aged until recently, so that's part of it too. But those suits are like fucking ovens in there. They have so little range of movement, but then it's also like an oven in there too. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you. 風になれ。
旋風戦隊拝見じゃ。じゃぞ。
またジャカンジャが出現したんや。もう少しで新しい火薬リボールが完成するんやけど、間に合うように急ぐさかい。それまで頑張ってや。何人で遊ぶんや。リアクは誰にするんや。誰をサポートするんや。
Freaking Yusuke. It's on 2-player.
何人で遊ぶんや。リアクは誰にするんや。誰をサポートするんや。
Go with the bro. This was the first Super Sentai I watched 20 years ago. It was interesting watching Ninja Storm. It's interesting watching Ninja Storm and all the things they changed. Cam does not compare to Shurikenja. Well, Cam has an actual face, but the Shurikenja was kind of a cool idea because he wasn't really any particular person. They brought back a lot of legacy actors. Like Gavan came back, like Mega Blue. I forget who else came back. They brought back like 10 people. He never actually had a face. Even when they did the 10-year after video special, he still didn't have a face. It was a cool idea. But Saban or Disney didn't want to do that same thing. Especially since at the time that was the first season that was filmed in New Zealand. So it was a lot harder to get people from the old seasons to come back. I think Cam's a better character overall, but the idea of the Sentai counterpart is really cool. Chonenpo, Kage no Mae. You're gonna get the Chonenpo Kage no Mae again. Raigan. Victory gadget. Now, this game came out. Hurricane was 2002. This game came out the same year. Like the PS2 had been out for like 2.5 years at that point. Namco's always cheaped out on these games. They're fun for what they are. If you like the fan service. Mechanically, they're not very interesting, but I always find it odd how they never really want to commit to one. Memory of Heroes was pretty good for what it was, but that game was also padded like crazy. Like, dude, why does a Kamen Rider need to climb a ladder? Climb for like 20 seconds. No one said anything. No. Goraijin.
雑魚が何人集まってもこの中ズボ様には勝てんぞ。
お待たせや。新しいカラプリボールが完成したで。お風呂さん、力を合わせて合体するんや。流派超越風来合体や。
Yep. Let's combine.
うだうだしとらんといいから早く使うんや。
よっしゃー。来た、オーライザー。よし、合体だ。
Gataida. How many times have I heard that? The G word, gatai. フライマル。
流派超越。
See, it looks cool there, but then the person inside the suit can like barely move and they're like melting. They can like barely function. It's cool when they started doing like lighter suits. The mecha fights got a lot more interesting. I've never really been a big fan of the mecha fights. Although this series had the gimmick where they could take off all the armor. What am I supposed to do? Body. Hey, you can play as the Go Riders now. Hell yeah. And Shurikenger. I'm all about that shit. The Go Riders are pretty cool. Wait a minute. We're not going to watch the henshin scenes every time. Not happening. Get up, Namco really cheaps out on tokusatsu games. Memory of Heroes, I thought was pretty cool for what it was. It wasn't like the best game out there, but it had some good stuff to it. Mostly the fact that it was padded so much was the problem. Why does a Kamen Rider need to flip switches and climb ladders? Like, the whole thing is that they can jump like several stories into the air. He spent so much time in that game, like flipping switches and stuff. What's cool about New Game Plus in that is that it lets you play as anybody at any time. There's no restrictions at all.
Okay, everybody, let's go!
Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Can I go fire mode? I don't think you can do fire mode in this. I want to go fire mode. Ah, there it is. Fire mode's cool. He takes off he flips his helmet and he takes off the jacket. Weighted clothing. Tenkujin. Hey, groupie. Yes. Huh? Yeah. Good night. All right. You didn't open the bag. You didn't open the bag. All right. Oh. Hold on.
対戦で使えるキャラクターが増えたで。
I'm just gonna do it right now. Hold on. I'm just gonna do it right now. I thought you were gonna do it. Yeah, but I have to open the bag. You're gonna be asleep. Yes. He's already got tons out here. There's tons out here with no dry food. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right, sorry, I had to diffuse some cat drama. We're having a problem lately where Big Daddy eats like almost all the food I put out, and nobody else gets any. So what I did is I just made him a big plate. I'm gonna let him and Shadow eat because they're the most. They just have like their stomachs are like portals to the void. They can just eat like an infinite amount of food. So I'm gonna give them like 20 minutes to eat, and then at that point I'm gonna sign off for tonight. Yeah, he downed like 5 plates last night. So to prevent that from happening tonight, I'm feeding him first. That gives him time to kind of settle his stomach, and then everybody else can eat. Because the kittens are eating too. I want to make sure that things are a little bit more fair tonight. He doesn't just devour everything and then nobody else has any food. Gee, I don't know what was up with him last night. It's like he hadn't eaten all day. Yeah, I need to make sure that they get food and that Big Daddy doesn't hog it all. He's got a full plate to himself right now, so I don't think that's going to be a problem tonight. At the very least, he'll eat less, because two plates is 1 can of wet food, and I gave him an entire plate to himself. Hopefully, that'll slow him down a little bit. I think he's one of those cats that he eats more. He gets so excited about the concept of eating that he just eats like way more than he needs to. He doesn't know how to limit himself. He's also very old, though. He's got to be at least 10. He's a feral. We don't really know how old he is, but I've known him for a long time. Shadow is very old too. She was fully grown when I moved here 10 years ago. So she's got to be at least 12, 13. Bare minimum. They're both very old cats, so they can get a little demanding sometimes. Demanding and selfish, but I mean, old people get like that too. You can't really blame them. I just don't want him eating everything I put out tonight, because then what that causes is everybody else gets pissed off, and the people that live here are trying to sleep and stuff. And they can't do it when everybody is going apeshit over the fact that all the food is gone. Even though I put out 19 plates of food, and Big Daddy ate like 6 of them last night. Meanwhile, Groupie kind of does the same thing, but she just likes the excitement of having so many plates of food to eat. She doesn't actually eat that much, but you know, she's a feral cat, so she's been stuck on the streets, kind of just making by with what she had. So the prospect of having unlimited food is really exciting to her. She doesn't overeat. You ready to help in a bit, Groupie? Yeah. I want to feed them right now, but I can't because Big Daddy's out there. Let me see what he's doing. Hold on. Damn, he's still eating. I put that out like 6 minutes ago? He's still eating. What a beast. He's still eating. He's still eating out there. He's still eating. Big Daddy is just a bottomless pit. He's got like Looney Tunes hammer space in his stomach. He could just eat an infinite amount of food, never be full. He is never satisfied. I'm glad I'm doing it like this now, though, because that means that he'll go to sleep. We'll find somewhere to rest for the night, and then everybody else can have a fairer shot at actually getting something to eat. There are some things I like about Bloodstained, but there are things I don't like about it, like how ugly it is. But Bloodstained has the same problem Mighty Number 9 has, where they committed to too many platforms. Which is ironic because they canceled like 3 of them. And the Switch version barely runs. The Switch version is a slideshow, and it has a ton of input lag. And it took them like 6 months to fix it. Bloodstained's a lot better with mods, that's for sure. I don't think there's been any interesting mods that have come out for it lately, but I was having fun with the mods. I don't know, one of the problems I had with Bloodstained was the fact that the techniques are a really cool idea on paper until you realize that most of them do shit damage, and you're better off just spamming your normal attack. It was a cool opportunity to do extra stuff with it because, you know, they're not constrained by the limitations of pixel art anymore. You know, they're just working with 3D models. They could have done a lot more with it, but a lot of them are not worth the effort. They have like crazy SNK motions and they do like no damage, or they leave you wide open. And then also the distribution of the moves was all jacked up too. The katana had like 8 moves and the boots had 2. So if you're actually trying to engage with that mechanic, which the game never really actively requires, you pretty much have to use the katana. If you're using anything else, you have so little to work with. I really would have liked in the post-launched updates if they had added more moves. Because Castlevania combat has always been just jump attack a lot. Because you jump and then it cancels the recovery of it, so you can keep doing it. It's always been that, and they made some
始めようぜ
decent efforts to kind of distance themselves from that, but the moves weren't distributed fairly. A lot of them only had like 2 moves. Whether or not they were useful is varied, but it's pretty stupid how you had to play the katanas.
行くぜ
What's up, groupie?
見にくいな
Biggie Bakuken. Ooh. Soryu Rengadan. Alright, I'm gonna do this a couple times and stop for the night. I'm probably gonna play some Battle for the Grid when I get home, but I need to kill a couple more minutes of time because Big Daddy's still out there devouring the earth. He is a bottomless pit. It's crazy how much he can eat. He's really not that overweight either, especially for his age. He's not a young cat. He's got to be at least 10. He's probably more leaning towards being in the teen years. He can eat like an infinite amount of food and he doesn't gain weight. Cool.
なんねえなおいおいもう終わりなのか
I haven't liked any of the other Metroidvanias, really. All the clones and stuff. The only one I really liked was... I liked Guacamelee. I think that those games did enough different. They had really difficult platforming, too, and the controls were very responsive. The combat had a lot more going to it than the average Igavania clone, too. Hollow Knight just looked boring to me. I know everybody really likes that game, but it just looked unappealing to me. Everything being dark, there's like no color in the game. And the combat didn't really look that interesting. I never really bothered to give that game a shot. Didn't seem like something I'd enjoy. What's up, Lucy? Yeah, we're gonna eat soon. Yeah. Hi. What's wrong? Can you guys hear? Yeah. She just likes to hear herself talk. She knows it's time to eat soon. I think Big Daddy should be done by now, so after this fight, I'm gonna sign off for tonight. I'm gonna come back with either Battle for the Grid or KOF All-Star. Do you know the story of Regal Shakespeare? Because it's a really stupid story, and I think you'd laugh at how dumb it is. I will tell it if you haven't heard it before. It's really dumb. It's a very stupid reason why he has the handcuffs on, and it makes no sense. I'm going to assume you don't know why he has the handcuffs on. I will tell his backstory if you haven't heard it. It's pretty dumb. Basically, he, in Tales of Symphonia, if they used the X-Spears too much, they could turn into monsters. And his wife turned into a monster, and he had to kill her. So, he stops using his hands because he feels guilty. But there's a point in the game towards the end where he's actually able to talk to his departed wife. And she forgives him and tells him, stop being an idiot, stop beating yourself up over something you had no control over. But he still keeps them on. And then in the second game, well, there's a couple times where he does take the handcuffs off. When they're trapped in the weird, like, creepy angel place. He does like a big Kamehameha and saves everybody. But then he goes off into this big monologue about how he can't do that again. It's like, dude, your wife came back from the dead temporarily and forgave you and told you to stop being a dumbass. And he still keeps them on. So obviously for gameplay reasons, you know, they didn't want to make another moveset for him. But what makes less sense is in the sequel, he gets in a situation like that again where he has to do that big Kamehameha to, like, break ice or something. And then Emil asks him, like, why don't you do that all the time? And he gives the same monologue again. But what's cool is that in this game, they're actually taking some liberties with certain things. Like, there was an event boss fight a couple months ago where he didn't have the handcuffs on. And he had, like, the most badass moveset. But they don't let you play as that version of him with the limiters off. Just the fact that they're even toying with the idea of doing that is pretty cool. Basically, Regal is he's a millionaire. He's very rich, but he has the brain the size of a peanut. I mean, not many people get their, you know, their partners to come back from the dead and tell them, stop being a dipshit. Take the fucking handcuffs off. You're trying to save the damn world. You think he would not, like, intentionally limit your capability of fighting when you're trying to save the world. But he still fucking does it. It seems like a very touching thing at the start, but then when he gets a vision of his wife and she actually tells him to stop doing that, and he still does it, it starts making very little sense. But he's busted in this game because his super gives you all your CC back, and you can combo after it. So you OTG them, you OTG and restand them, and then you do it again. It's incredibly broken. Like, after he does this, I come back down. He has a move that puts him back on the ground and restands them, and he gets all his stamina back. So generally what I do is I deplete everyone's stamina, and then I combo into his Satsugeki Bukoken. He gets all his stamina back, and he keeps them in hit stun. And by that time, everybody else has their Hyogis back. So you just get this really massive combo. You stack a ton of damage. Alright, this is going to be the last one. I think Mr. Big Daddy out there is done eating. I need to get started here. It's getting late. Let's see if I can pull that off, what I just said.
逃さん受けてみよう。はあ殺撃ブルケン
Like that. Damn, Jude's a beast in this game too. Jude's a fucking beast. What a boss. Tales of Symphonia is a very... It's like the Final Fantasy VII of Tales games. People like it a little bit more than they should, and a lot of that is just ingrained in nostalgia. It still holds up relatively well. It's a decent LMBS game, but there's some really dumb stuff in the story. That's cool how in this game they take some liberties and they like talk about like how some of those things happened. There's a part at the end where like everybody pretends that they're going to die and it's only the protagonist, and you're not really sure how they got out. But in this game, they have super moves where they show how they got out of those situations. I'm like, that's pretty awesome. That's really awesome fan service. I mean, this game is goes above and beyond with the fan service, that's for sure. They have literally every character. Every playable character that they've ever had in a Tales game in the entire, like, 25-year history. They have everybody playable. Even a lot of the bosses and stuff are playable. It's just the problem with that game is the performance is terrible. And it does not have controller support, but I got around the ladder. They refuse to optimize the game, so it doesn't run as well as it should, but playing it with the controller is a lot easier on my hands, for sure. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to be back with Battle for the Grid. Maybe later tonight. If not that, it'll be KOF All-Star. It'll be one of those two. I am trying to raise funds for next month's project so that maybe I can start trying to get a better phone so I can do more stuff with this. If you guys want to help, you can. If not, either way, I'll see you guys later tonight.